All right, we are going to be doing a podcast. We're just going to use this. It's pretty much the most unprofessional podcast, raw podcast out there.
Are we on right now?
We're recording here, so this will probably go on to our Road to Minnesota vlog, not daily vlog, but semi-daily vlog, trying to document as much as our process of getting ready for the Let's Play Hockey Expo and for our 3-4 day trip to Chicago, which I'm extremely pumped for.
The migration to Minnesota.
All right, so we're about right now. Hit the play record button. This is going to be recording, so be careful about banging this, and you can play with that if you want to. For I know you
for effects.
For effects.
Are we on?
All right, everybody, welcome to, I have no idea. I should really keep track of what episode of podcast episode.
007.
I haven't done one in a while. We did some about like social networking, growing your, it was mainly me talking at home about how to grow your Instagram channel and your social media reach and everything. So we want to get back into this, but we've been super busy. Obviously, we had the huge release of the Blade Shades, which
it was amazing. Let me start this off, right? There we go.
Thank you. Of course. So with the Blade Shades, if you guys didn't know, we released our first product after just over 3 years of showcasing this online, trying to make this our full-time gig. The Blade Shades are hockey stick sunglasses.
Very well received.
Yes, it's actually better than I thought it would be, because you never really know when you get this close to a project, and like we worked on it for so long.
Yeah.
The designs, the manufacture, all the details that really needed to be fleshed out. But sometimes you're just too close to it to know how the public will actually respond and take in.
You know what
it was.
Yeah, but because we just went full blown with it. We didn't do any survey or nothing.
Well, we just believed in it.
Yeah.
But I think that's also why, like for me personally, my expectations were quite low in the release because I wanted to try to be like impartial, not be attached to it as much as you can be unbiased to something you've worked years on, years and years on. So
but you can't help but be biased. So.
You can't help but be biased. But so anyways, long story short, the feedback of it has just been amazing. People are loving the quality of them. And so with the Blade Shades, we are now going to kind of accomplish 2 dreams in one.
Yeah.
Right? Like.
Yeah. We're going to a trade show showcasing this product.
When we went originally, for the past 3 years since we started showcasing this online and Ken and I started working together, we had talked about we got to get to Minnesota for the Let's Play Hockey Expo.
To see what's out there.
To just experience the high school tournament, the people, meet some of the people we met on social media. But
if they want to meet us.
If they want to meet us, we'll see. And then we, but to actually get to go to the Let's Play Hockey Expo is a huge bucket list for us, right? Mm-hmm. That's a huge bucket list thing we get to cross off. And then it's really kind of surreal that we're going to actually sell a product. It still kind of, for me, hasn't registered in my head. We're going to be a vendor, not just a participant.
Yeah, and never been a vendor at a big show like this. You've done it with Meg doing the little art.
Yeah, it's local stuff.
So you're experienced at it.
I have some, yeah, and I did it for some of the stuff for the government.
How about bring some of Meg's little fudge so we can hand that out to you?
Because we'll eat it all before we even get to the show.
Very sunglasses, fudge.
Excuse me, sir, do you have anything to declare? Yeah, my wife's fudge is amazing. Yeah. Can't bring that across the border. Yeah. But we're really pumped because I think we're leaving in less than 2 weeks. 2 weeks Tuesday. 2 weeks in a couple days, so yeah, like 16 days.
Is it 16 days?
Yeah.
It's
so
exciting.
We're taking creations.
A few little ones.
Little ones that are okay for shipping. We're taking, what else are we taking? We're going to be taking the giant blocker.
Yep.
We're taking some big props, trying to get some attention.
Yep.
And in this podcast with Ken, we do this together, we just kind of talked about a reoccurring segment because Ken's always coming up with really cool things that I'm calling, I don't know, what's Ken's next creation or the next creation or something, but what are you working on?
This helps a lot.
The beer. Okay, for everyone on the podcast, Ken's pointing to his beer. Ken, what are you currently working on physically, so you're building, but then also what is like some future plans and stuff you'd like to do in the future?
With hockey sticks or just
in general to the cave?
Well, right now, working on the shelving unit for the trade show. We're almost got that done, so it'll come apart and we ship it to Minnesota to display our Blade Shades, and that was a pain to make, but
it looks really good. So what Ken's talking about is it's pretty much looks like 2 ladders on each side, and then there's a arena board across the middle, and our Blade Shades sit across the middle. So you had a good example when you said like it looks kind of like one of those dessert trays that is like a
a
layered
wedding.
at a
Yeah.
wedding
Yeah.
that we're gonna have blade shades on with some of our branding. So it's a really cool way to showcase it. And I think once again, we'll do what we do and try to capture people's attention through Kenn's creations.
Yeah, and I wonder how many vendors will have stuff made out of hockey sticks. Probably not many. Oh well, no, we got the people that build the shape of the states.
Oh yeah,
Those guys.
Great Lakes Hockey.
Yeah,
they're
they're
from
great.
Minnesota.
Yeah.
They sent us a Canadian maple leaf
Yeah,
with hockey
They do
sticks out of
nice
it.
work.
They do really good quality, like designer work. Like I would throw
Yeah.
that hockey stick maple leaf that they had with probably some real nice organic real wood.
Yeah.
I would put
Yeah.
that in my living room.
Totally.
Like
Yeah.
it's a designer
Yeah.
piece. So big shout out to Great Lakes Hockey and the work
Yeah,
they've
we're
done.
more of the raw, just hockey sticks and just slam it together.
Well, you can tell by our production value. You know, like we have a microphone between the two of us. There's a camera on a half broken tripod, which I'm kind of scared that's gonna fall if we breathe the wrong way. But we that's kind of what we want to do is we want to be as authentic as possible,
Well,
bring
we
some
are.
cool content to it.
We're blue collar workers, and we can't afford the big workshop. We just, find a table and build stuff.
We should do a Cribs version of your workshop.
Ugh.
How small and tiny it is, and the amount of cool
Compared to-
stuff. Yeah, I mean, people have like the size of the cave workshop.
I know, and
like,
it's all
you're super
vacuums
jealous.
sucking out the dust, and it's all everything, joiners, everything. We just got, skill saws, hacksaws.
We just make
chop
it work. We
saws.
get stuff done. That's one thing I think I've really appreciated working with Kenn over the past over 3 years now.
Stop it! I'm blushing.
Is Kenn gets stuff done, and that's something that I kind of same here. Like I try to attribute to myself too. Is I really appreciate people that get stuff done because there's always a lot of talk out there, but Kenn's like, I'm gonna get these done for Minnesota, or I'm gonna do this, or like. I say to him, hey, we got to get a vlog done. He's more than accommodating, and there's always something
Did
to
I
be
send
said.
you the bill yet?
No,
All
no.
right, okay.
This is a paid ad for Kenn Shaw's work right now. But
Send money, please.
yeah, so we've been working together, but I think
That's a good name for the podcast. Money for Minnesota.
money for Minnesota. Yeah, donate in the next 2 weeks. We need it.
Yeah.
But if you guys do want to help us out, you can get your blade shades at bladeshades.com. That's a better way to do it than just straight donating. Get a pair of these really high quality hockey stick sunglasses.
Is it
and make sure you
www.bladeshade? Doesn't matter.
Bladeshades.com.
Okay.
Yeah, and we do have international shipping now. So if you're listening to this all around the world, you can get your blade shades. We are on Amazon.com, and we'll be soon on Amazon.ca in Canada here.
Yeah, which is I never thought I'd have a product on Amazon.
I never like
Right?
it's
It's so messed up.
crazy.
To learn that. I mean,
It's
thanks to
surreal.
it, we got lots of help.
Yeah, I mean, once again, you never get through this life alone, but it's also, I think, like we put in the time and effort of, vlogs, reaching out. How many calls have we had with people over the years for people to work with? And
Oh, great people. Everybody's been great.
We've been
And
lucky
the
in
last
that sense.
talk we had there with Trey, what a super guy.
yeah, we had a guy who's working on a really cool project we can't really speak too much on, but he's going to want to work with us on a couple things, and you guys will see that probably coming up on our social on Instagram, or we do a vlog of it, but once again, it was an hour call, and
Yeah.
I think we talked about what we were going to do.
And he's just
And
a
for like
super
10
guy.
minutes,
Yeah.
like how we were going to work together. The rest of the time, we were just like meeting a new friend.
it was like
pretty cool.
it was like talking to an old friend.
yeah.
So cool.
So we're actually, which is a good segue into going to Minnesota and Chicago. We're actually going to get to meet a ton of some of our friends that we've known over social and have talked for years. We're going to get to meet them in person.
Yeah.
Like
Finally
we-
shake their hands and
Yeah, like No Name Hockey's going to be there. Jason,
Yeah.
who's more than generous with the stuff he sent goal sticks. Ken's finally got out of his Northland Sherwood.
Sherwood, yeah.
Sherwood wood, no curve
Ho-ho.
sticks.
Ho-ho.
No Name sent him on a custom Ultimate Hockey Fan Cave goal stick.
I don't want to use that. I want to wreck it. It's just too nice.
It's too nice.
I should mount that on a plaque
And Landon,
and then say a stick with no name. I love it.
you gotta write the song.
Please.
Through a nice weather stick, whatever it
That's
was.
not- I've been on the ice with a stick with no name. It feels good to be back in the game. Cause you're ever out
You always
on-
lose it here. You always lose it.
Yeah.
Anyways, if you guys want to check out No Name Hockey, go to nonamehockey.co and
Yes.
use the code FANCAVE to save 15% on anything. He's fitted us out with gear and sticks, so I'm really excited to meet Jason. I actually found out today that he was going.
Did he call you or no?
No, we were just talking, and
That's awesome.
I think I saw a post about him say about going to Minnesota. So
So he's close.
it's Winnipeg, yeah.
Yeah. He's
Not
close.
too far.
Down the road.
Same type of climate, I guess.
Yeah.
But
so it's probably warmer in Minnesota.
for sure. So we're going to those.
Yeah.
Who else are we gonna? The wraparound guys.
Yep.
Matt and
Wraparound,
Lee.
great guys.
Go check them out. Wraparound.com.
At least this is what I heard.
Yeah, at least we heard.
And yeah, Wraparound guys, super guys. We've been talking to them for quite a few years now.
Chris,
who?
And then we have Vinny.
Vinny Sauce Kit, man.
Hockey Sauce Kit right here.
The guy's so chill.
Our first ever partner who ever sent us anything free, didn't ask anything in return.
Yeah.
Just I wrote an email showing a little bit of the cave, telling a bit of the backstory of what Kenn's made and what we're trying to do, and he was on board and has been supporting us for over 3 years. Same thing, use the code FANCAVE, get your sauce kit. You will not regret them. We use them almost daily here when in the summer when we have the weather. It's almost more than daily.
It's a great product for the summertime. Absolutely.
I'm trying to get my buddy, and I think he is, but taking his sauce kits to his wedding. So I'm in his wedding. So it'll be like, the lawn games, but with the sauce kit. So it's like your party. So instead of lawn bowling or throwing bean bags, they're just gonna be sticks.
And if you get it in, they got to do a shot or they
something.
Yeah,
they could figure it out. But
yeah.
Anyways, cool. I'm really looking to meet Vinny. You met Vinny, and once again, another segue into the second part of our trip. So we go to Minnesota for about 7 days for the convention. And then, because we're already pretty close, we're going to go to Chicago.
Instead of flying directly home, we're over in that part of the country.
Yep, so we're going to go to Chicago for three-ish days, and we're going to meet with Vinny and a few other potential retailers for the blade shades and kind of anyone else who really wants to, and we're going to see a bit of the sites.
And we will be at the Hawks game against Arizona.
We will, yes.
Yep, so check us out.
On the 11th, I think, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so we'll be there.
We'll be done by that... when they do the broadcast in between the first and second period, we'll be down there, not on the air, but we will be in the crowd.
We
so
should
you
take
see
the
us.
giant blade shades and put them up behind the thing with the mirror.
Oh, that would be.
Hey?
Oh, they wouldn't allow us to take it.
No chance.
Well, we took in the giant glove last time.
The glove's fine. That's a little safer than class and everything.
Yeah.
So
if you do see us in the crowd there, come up and say hi, like Jack did that.
Jack did, yeah, and we've talked to him for a bit after. So Kenn and his family went to Chicago off the generosity of a really nice guy who saw this article in the Chicago Tribune. So Kenn has gone. I haven't, but that's also one reason, because you've always said we got to get you to Chicago and so forth. So this opportunity came up where we could blend a little bit of a hockey trip, but also with the blade shades. So what should I expect in visiting Chicago now that you went for a week, 10 days? What advice would you give me about traveling in Chicago?
It's a great city. It's cold as hell, very cold, but the people, just wonderful people. The food is unbelievable. The bean. I love Chicago. It's just so cold.
And the Hawks are there.
And the Hawks are there. You're gonna love. I think you might even turn into a Hawk fan temporarily.
Oh, temporarily, yeah. I'm not that guy who, I'm not really a conflict-driven person. I have a nice Hawks jersey. They got me when they were in Chicago, so I'm definitely in due respect for, for the Blackhawks fans, Kenn, and the guy who's going to be hosting us there. I'm definitely going to be a Blackhawks fan for that game, and but I will not be switching. I'm a Pens fan.
And we're going to be meeting Nick in Chicago, a friend of ours.
Buddy Nick, beauty.
And who else is there?
You have buddy
Vinny's going to be there too.
Vinny's going to be there, yeah. I think he's going to meet us at the game. And so for us, you talked about, you looked up this morning, you saw someone talk about the best hot dogs or something in Chicago?
Portello's. I was watching YouTube station, but I've been to Chicago and we went to Portello's. It was awesome hot dog. Best strawberry shake on the planet.
At the hot dog place,
yes,
really?
Yeah, you got to get the strawberry shake.
So I think we're gonna be kind of. I don't know if I'm gonna be like kind of a foodie when I'm there. It's one of the like classic places to go for a deep dish.
Yep.
And a few other things.
Oh yeah, you got to go on a diet before you go. And
And this is after I told you I got McDonald's last night after my hockey game.
Well, not McDonald's. You can't go around McDonald's in a pinch.
McDonald's, reach out to us. You can sponsor
McDonald. But I think if we do have the opportunity, I'm not saying we do, but if we do have the opportunity to go to Gibson Steakhouse, probably the best steakhouse in Chicago. Wow.
Gibson's?
Yeah.
I remember you went there. You had the big tomahawk?
No, that was in
different
Vegas.
place? Oh, in Vegas.
This is a big... I ordered my steak last night at the keg I went to, and I ordered medium plus, like Alex told me to.
Yeah, and?
And it tasted great.
Yeah, good, yeah. So we've learned.
Yeah, you're gonna... Yeah, and we got to go, which I've never been, so we're going to experience this for the first time in Chicago, is Navy Pier.
Oh, right.
So I've never been
Yeah.
there. So
good. So we can kind of do something new for you, not just kind of recreate.
Yeah, and
what you were doing before.
The YouTube channel showed me this morning that this Ferris wheel goes year round. We go on this giant Ferris wheel. Then you get video or vlog way the hell up there, and I'm not a big fan of rides.
Little GoPro Kenn. Yeah.
Me and Landon are not a fan of rides. How about you? Are you?
Oh yeah, I love them. Can't get enough of them.
Oh,
give me the Canada Wonderland, the Superman.
Okay, but no rocking the thing.
Oh yeah, we will for
I'm
sure.
just gonna step off.
I'm gonna try to make you throw up, just not on my expense.
No, it's not throwing up. It's just it's that feeling in your stomach. That
I love that feeling.
I hate that.
Where it drops. Like if you go over a big speed.
No, you like that?
I love it.
Ah,
yeah.
God.
Yeah.
You know what? Let me tell you a story about a Ferris wheel.
Great.
No, this is a true story. When I was like 7 years old, my father, a local fair in town here, he put me on this thing, and it was behind the Memorial Arena here, and that thing went around. And I was probably the only one on the first one. And I remember as I came over the top, and I'm freaking out. And it's going around, I'm freaking out. And I'm screaming.
It's just the Ferris wheel.
The Ferris wheel. I was losing my mind. And after about the fourth time, they stopped it and let me off. And I've never been on the Ferris wheel.
You're traumatized.
I've actually been on the Ferris wheel.
How much money has that cost you in therapy bills?
I don't like rides. I don't like rides.
Well, we're on one hell of a ride here at the cave for kind of what we've done in the past.
I will bite the bullet going on a Ferris wheel if it means let's get some followers.
If it's for the vlog, if it's for sales, or
you
I'll
see
do
these
it
people do
for
that
the gram.
slingshot thing. Are you kidding me?
Would you pass out?
I would not. I would.
If you did, if you went on, are you the type of person that in that moment because you have this kind of fear, would you pass out?
I think I'd probably die. I would have a heart attack and drop dead right there. You see somebody die right on his. That would be me.
Well, you'd probably break.
I'd have a freaking million jammers.
Yeah.
And then you think it's passed out? No, I'd be dead.
Yeah, but we would get so many views. We'd probably get. We actually might get monetized on YouTube from that. We're still trying to get those hours in for view time.
The only way I'd ever go on something like that is if the bet is and the win.
It's worth it.
Yeah, like pay off my house. I'm on it, and I will. Maybe no. I don't even know if I do that.
No, I think if you feel like you would have heart issues on it, it would have to be pretty crazy to do it. So we won't do that, and hopefully we don't run into any tough Ferris wheels on the trip to road to Minnesota.
We should look into Navy Pier more and see they said there's a carnival there type thing, and shoot some.
If you guys are listening to this will go up pretty much right away, and today's Sunday, so we got about 15 days before we go to Chicago. If you're out there on the vlog, in the comments below, let us know where we should go in Chicago. What should we see? I mean, we do this all the time with I'm about to read some comments. We want to bring our audience into what we do. So if you have a good spot to go in Chicago or even Minnesota, please let us know. We love to have that inside information, not just try to do all the touristy stuff.
Yeah, I don't know much about Minnesota, but somebody said in Chicago,
Hockey town.
yeah, in Chicago you can skate around the Bean area. There's like you skate down this pathway.
Oh, that'd be cool. It's kind of like the river in Ottawa, right?
But not even close.
Not close. That's beautiful.
We gotta go there sometime.
Well, we'll try to. Yeah, I think we're gonna try to make it out east. There's a whole bunch of hockey tournaments. I think we're just starting to get into the cyclical.
ODR. Oh my God.
The outdoor rinks, tournaments, and all that. I feel like we, had the release of the Blade Shades, but taking them to outdoor rink tournaments is on the radar.
Speaking of that, let them know about you guys going on the ice in Minnesota.
Yeah, so we got invited. Landon and I and Kenn, the cave, got invited to participate in an influencer business kind of hockey game, like that night on the first night of the trade show. We get to go on and play with a whole bunch of other people like Vinny from Hockey Sauskit, and we're pretty pumped about it. We're trying to decide. I think Landon's gonna play. Kenn's gonna be on the bench, and then I think I have to record it.
I'll be coaching.
Ken will be coaching, having a few pints after a long day.
Absolutely.
And he'll be freezing though, I can tell you now. And then
is it indoor?
I have no idea.
Oh, it better be. Oh my God.
So we're gonna go to that, and I feel like I gotta take my camera on the ice and film, because there's gonna be some great personalities, and I just feel like I'm not the best player out, so I feel like we'd get a better feel like I would actually enjoy it more by filming because I really do enjoy that process of capturing that emotion of the moment and certain things. So I feel like we'll have some fun with that. And then with
and
trade
on
show.
the bench, I can have a camera and I can maybe catch.
Yeah, I got 2 cameras now, so we can Ken can do it.
Give it a shot there. It might be something that I might.
Or go live. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Okay, so we.
Where was it at though?
I don't know. I haven't figured that out yet. I haven't got the information. So, like we touched on, we're going to Minnesota, and then for the Let's Play Hockey Expo, on to Chicago, do some fun stuff there. We'll be bringing Instagram, obviously, everyone, and maybe post a few videos to YouTube after we get back. But what I did today is for this podcast, I put out to our Instagram, what do you want us to talk about on this podcast? Because Ken and I we have kind of like a guideline of this conversation, but the one thing I've learned with Ken and I is it's good to have kind of a direction, but we can go like 92 different directions before we get to that final goal. So we kind of like to have the organic conversation of, our personalities. But so people want us to talk about the road to Minnesota, it looks like. Then
they're asking questions right here?
Yeah, so they sent in responses of what they would like to hear. So okay. I have it here. So
did they ask the dates were there?
No, they just said they want us to talk about the road to Minnesota, which is what I'm calling the vlog. It's kind of an homage to the Road to Winter Classic. I wish I had more time to do it every single day and really cinematic, but it's just the raw stuff right now. So we feel like we're kind of giving the day-to-day workings of what it's like here at the cave, and hopefully you guys enjoy it. If you do, please like, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. That it really supports us. Another one thing I wanted to talk about was the Duchesne trade.
Oh,
what's your thoughts on the Duchesne trade?
That's good for him.
You think so?
He needs a change of scenery.
Did you find it? So Duchesne has a history.
But did you see that he played against his team right?
That's his history.
Yeah.
When he got traded before, this is the second time that's happened. Where he got traded and then he played against his old team. So I think it was the Avalanche traded him to Ottawa, and it was literally the same thing.
This was I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh my god!
So that's what I knew. We talked about the Duchesne trade.
How strange is that? So
it's kind of his thing now. So
why?
Any trade rumors? It's like he's looking at the schedule to see who he's going to play. He might get traded there. I don't know.
Oh my god! I didn't know that.
So
we almost scored.
We did, yeah. So kind of with that, that was Thomas Vehi. Thank you for your comment and participating and giving us the kind of topic here. So Ken, if you were in the NHL and this happened to you,
the noon hour league,
yeah. If you were to get traded and literally if it was a home game, so he literally just had his same routine, but he just went to a different dressing room.
Happened to me.
If it happened to you.
It did. Oh, in real life.
In real life.
It did happen to me.
Okay, well tell us that story then.
In Junior B.
I haven't heard this one. Tell me this.
In Junior B. Back in Junior B, you had to sign in the catchment. You could not go to another team in your local area.
Like the Mighty Ducks.
Yeah, you could not leave. And I was playing for Wanda Fuca in Junior B, and we were not making the playoffs. There's no way in hell we could. And so Esquimalt needed a goaltender to go deep into the playoffs, and they asked me, and I went up to my coach. I said, "Can you release me?" He goes, "No." And I said, "Come on, we're not making the playoffs." And this dragged on for a few weeks. He wouldn't sign anything. He wouldn't release me. Oh. And finally, I just went up, and this was going on for weeks. And I said, "Coach Barkley, I want to be released. I want to." And he lost his mind. He flipped out. He says, "Go then." So I signed. I go into Esquimalt. I go to the head president's place, and I had to sign the contract that I'm now Esquimalt's property.
Right.
And I said, before I sign, I want 3 things. I said, I'm the number 1 goaltender now. Your number 1 goaltender is now back up.
Yeah.
They said, done. I said, I want number 35.
Okay.
And they said, we'll make that jersey for you. And I said, I want that game on the 9th, or whatever day it was.
To play against your old team.
But they said, done. So I signed. And
did those all come?
They all came true. I won 14 games in a row, 13 or 14 games for Esquimalt at the time, and then me and Murray Allen, all of a sudden I was like a superstar then, and there was a big scholarship. They started filling out forms, and I was getting a scholarship. Oh yeah, it's all crazy crap.
Oh,
won first star so many times. I was signing autographs in the dressing room. It was really a neat time in my life. And then we finally go back to Wanda Fuca, and we play against my old team, and I'm nervous.
Oh,
I'm nervous, and everybody, all the guys off my old team, their girlfriends were all up in the stands, and the first shot on net from center ice, I'm going to say center ice, or this, it went in, first shot.
Where'd it go on you?
I was watching it go by, went low stick side, and who scored it was Hofer.
Oh, it was Hofer, really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Hoper is Kenn's player buddy that had just passed away probably a couple months ago.
Yeah.
And so that's why kind of my reaction is that's pretty a unique thing.
Yeah, it was. And then after that goal went in, who went up to me, John Ensminger, and a couple guys says, relax, we'll take care of this. And we beat them. I stopped Barry McLaughlin, one of our top guns on my old team, came down, stopped them shoot break, which we won the game 9-1.
So the one goal you let in was the one
shot,
from center.
First shot on net. We won the game 9-1, and at the end of the game, you shake hands, and 3 or 4 of my old teammates wouldn't shake my hand.
Oh.
After that.
Oh.
And then Hoper shook my hand, and he never let me live that goal.
Oh, of course not. I would never let you live that down too. I mean,
Well,
could you imagine if Landon, Kenn's son, did that to me last night?
We
from
never
center?
let you live.
No, I'd never. This would have been on the vlog. It would have been live streamed. It would have been.
I'd have to get footage somehow of that. We'd have to recreate it.
Yeah. And you know what it is? You remember those the dramatizations when they had like different actors? So it's like we'd have to have someone other than Landon and I playing it, you know, when they have it on TV, and it's like, you know, the certain celebrity isn't there to reenact it or whatever. So we do dramatization of it. But yeah, I don't think I would let you live it down either if I scored from center on you.
Yeah. Well, Hoper shook my hand though.
Oh, that's nice. I mean, that just is an attestament to his
character.
his character and his son's character too. I've met him a couple times too. So, so with the Duchesne trade, if you guys weren't aware, he got traded. This is the second time this happened, where he got traded to the team he was playing against that night, and it was in Ottawa, and he got traded. He got traded to Columbus, and so he literally just same routine: go home, do all that, and then come to the game, and you go to the different dressing room.
Yeah.
What would be the biggest challenge, do you think, of that? Would it be the mental?
But he's already done it though.
It is the second time. So what do you think the challenge would be? Would it be like the personal side of like, hey, I've got to get my family to Columbus now?
No,
or is it going to be on the ice? Is it going to be?
I think the first thing as he's walking in, he's done this before. I think he was probably laughing. Like, I'm doing it again.
All you can do is really laugh type thing.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of things that go into getting traded. Like I remember just thinking about like crap. Like his family is trying to. Do we sell the house now in Ottawa or a condo? He has a very young baby. I think it's like 2-3 months old. So I'm just kind of getting into the psyche of like that's a screwy situation.
I think a lot of players though keep their home base where they're from though. You know, I don't think they totally
rent a place in Ottawa but have that.
Yeah.
And whenever you visit. But anyways, the Duchesne trade, another unique kind of thing for the trade deadline. A few different, there's actually moves happening this year for trade deadline, which is nice to see.
What is the last day of the?
Oh God, it's coming up.
Is it tomorrow?
It's pretty close. I mean, I can pull up my phone. I should probably know this, but
I think it's.
Matt Zuccarello went to Dallas.
Yes.
That's a big one.
Yeah.
Dallas needs some help.
That's
Man,
that's a good call.
The lineup, like Dallas, like what the hell? Like, look, you put it on paper.
It's goaltending.
It's not just goaltending. I mean, the star, like you saw was it the owner that called out Jamie Benn and Tyler Seguin, and you know what? I don't think it's just on your stars, but when you start looking at like for you guys, the Hawks fans, you start looking at the paydays that Kane and Taves are getting, but this year they're earning it.
Yeah, they are. Yeah,
right? Like for Kane's on, 15 game point streak or something nuts, and it's unbelievable to see them do that. But a lot of times I don't want to say I feel bad for them for these stars who are making a ton of money with expectations, but I feel like they just maybe get complacent. The paycheck's coming anyways,
Same thing.
The team, they don't feel like their team's going to make it to the playoffs, and I don't know. I feel like it's a difficult situation.
Get older, and sometimes you're chasing that cup, So maybe they need to change the scenery, because I know as a person myself, whenever you go to a different team, you throw on a different jersey, you seem to get a little more kick again.
Yeah, you get revitalized. It just gets you out of like your comfort zone, or kind of knock you out of a rut. That's the best way I'd probably put it. It's like now it's changed, new mentality, new people to play with. The thing that I always found very cool, and I think this just goes across why I love sports in general, not just hockey, is sports is a language in itself. You don't have to you can have a Finn, a Russian, and a Canadian player speaking English.
It sounds like a joke coming here.
Yeah, and
and they're flying to Minnesota.
Yeah, and none of them speak a common language, but they can play hockey and they're amazing together.
Yeah.
That to me, that's a very cool thing. You see it across all sports. I think that's kind of what bonds the world together with sport, is through that.
Well, and you saw the way hockey people have a different heart. I like that line, but you see the way hockey people bonded with the Humboldt tragedy.
All right, everybody. Thanks so much for spending time with us here at the Ultimate Hockey Fan Cave on Cave Talk. You can check us out on YouTube. We're on YouTube. Wait, this video is on YouTube. You can listen to the podcast on iTunes, Anchor, anywhere there's a podcast, you'll find Cave Talk.
GoalNet.
Make sure you guys like, subscribe.
Sportsnet.
Make sure you guys like and subscribe. Leave a comment below if there's something you want us to talk about on Cave Talk, or if you have an idea for our vlog here that we have going. Ken, thanks for being a guest on your own podcast and being a guest in your own fan cave.
Cave talking. Wanna keep talking.
You gotta write.
Talking.
You gotta write the jingle. If you write that, I'll use that. I'll use that. If you give me like,
Mike's actually a good writer.
12 to 15 seconds, that will be our intro for Cave Talk. You guys got to record. I got the gear. All right, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Cave talk.